promotions. We are back-to-back Commonwealth Coast Conference regular season champions, and in 2019 we earned the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA. We are always aggressively looking to bring in new talent, and we are looking for technically capable and tactically aware players who are capable of doing our vision across all 3/3 of the field, dependent upon time and score. Any prospective student athlete that is interested in contacting me and sending us information as well as film should email me directly at craig.o'rourke@salve.edu. If you didn't get that email address, don't worry. Just go on the Salve Athletics website, and all of my contact information can be found on there, as well as a great deal about the team, including schedule, roster, and team information. Any questions, feel free to email me and get in touch with us, and we will get back to you. It's a point of pride for the entire coaching staff that we respond to every email that comes to our office. Thank you, and best of luck in soccer.
How's it finished? back to Topa Field in Newport, Rhode Island. I'm Ed Habishaw, bringing you the men's soccer action for Salve Regina University versus Johnson & Wales University. Bridget Esposito on the camera. Matt Hurd on the public address here in the press box at Topa Field. We are all set for second half action. Salve Regina with a 1-0 lead. Ogiano and Rich Ventura at midfield and touching it back to John Reichert. Guerra, who had the first half goal, now gets a shot, deflects off of Chucky Tenbush. And it's out of bounds in the far corner. Not a corner kick, but a throw in. It will be Nathan Costantino with the long toss. And Friedman, right at the top of his box, able to outleap and grab it. He throws it over to the left side, and his teammate Chucky Tenbush was not ready for it. It goes out of bounds in front of the Seahawk bench, thrown in by Costantino. Borges touches it to Ventura, Ventura to Guerra. Out of bounds, last touch by Wildcats. Costantino with another throw. Seahawks were 7-1 winners yesterday in Paxton, Massachusetts against Anna Maria College. 7 different Salve Regina players scoring goals, including today's lone goal scorer, Jacob Guerra. Ogiano with the cross is cleared. Now Ethan David will have a throw in, and he'll leave it for Casey Kelly. Kelly targets Ogiano. Ogiano able to turn. He fires a kick wide. Friedman watches it go out over the end line. Just to midfield. Guerra and Borges look to take it away, and they do. Up ahead to John Reichert. Correction. Not up ahead, but back to John Reichert. He sends it in to Nathan Reed, who clears it. They did switch directions, folks. Nolan Soy carries it into the attack. Davies. Now Gudenkunst to Soy. His cross is going to go over the end line. A goal kick for Nathan Reed. Reed, the senior goalkeeper from Magnolia, Delaware. His goal kick reaches midfield. Ventura directs it towards Friedman. He picks it up near the top of his box, and he'll follow with a punt. And that is untouched before it hits the ground. Then Casey Kelly gets a head on it. And now Kelly up the sideline, but out of bounds. Right near his dad, actually, who's taking some photos as Kevin Kelly often does. Richie Ventura again sends that one low into the box from a good distance out. Ventura volleys that punt from Friedman. And now Ethan David centers it for Borges, but poked away by Osorio. Tenbush, nice pass to Gudenkunst. Off of Austin Sweeney. Seahawks with the throw in. Casey Kelly up ahead. Almost reached Borges, but knocked out before by Austin Sweeney. It'll be another throw in. Kelly collects it. Borges taps it to Ogiano. Now Borges ahead to Ogiano. Volleyed by Riley. Now Richie Ventura switches the sides over to Nathan Costantino. Costantino to Guerra. Guerra back to Ventura, but intercepted by Riley. Costantino able to collect it. Excuse me, Nathan Reed. Both named Nathan, but Reed the goalkeeper. His punt well downfield. On two hops, it reaches Friedman as Winiarski was looking to make a play on it. Guerra stops Nolan Soy's boot, sends it out of bounds. Soy will throw in. That's headed by Africo into the box. Now Casey Kelly dribbling out. He escapes, sends it ahead to Ogiano. That'll be touched back to Friedman by Baker. Baker's outside of his box. He sends it in the air to Ventura, who heads it to Kelly. Kelly's clear, goes out of bounds. Another throw in here for Johnson and Wales. It will be done by Chucky Tenbush. Into the box, headed, and in! Goal by number 4. Kevin Riley with the finish. It'll be Riley from Africo finishing off the goal for the Wildcats, tying the game at 1 apiece.
Johnson and Wales goal by number 4, Kevin Riley.
It's a tie score here. Nathan Reed will come up and take the free kick off the Johnson & Wales penalty. And Casey Kelly will put it into the middle, headed on an angle by Alessandro Ogiano. Friedman down to the ground to pick the ball up. Over to his right for Tenbush. On that throw-in from the near side, Ricky Africo had the first header, and then it was finished as Nathan Reed came out to try to make a save, but before he could, Kevin Riley picked it up. Substitution for Salve Regina, it'll be Zeke Menendez coming in for Jacob Guerra. Casey Kelly, a long way with the control, gives it up for Ventura, whose pass to Ethan David goes behind David and out of bounds, as David was cutting towards the inside of the field. Nathan Costantino with a strong header. Now John Reichert, he gets it up ahead to Sam Winiarski. Winiarski, quick cross. Headed out of the way by Baker, and then a shot by Ogiano goes wide, left. Friedman sets up the goal kick on the far corner. He stays up on the left side. And it's met at midfield with a header from his own teammate, number 9, J.P. Rio. Rio, a senior from Stony Point, New York. Costantino with a throw-in. And now a kick after a pass back from Reichert. That's down the far sideline, beyond the Johnson & Wales bench. Another throw-in for Costantino. He'll go to midfield, looking for Ogiano. But instead Osorio with the header. Now Baker clearing it to midfield for Reichert. Ventura touches it to Guerra. Ventura again. Over to Ogiano. Borges pops up in the air. That'll go out of bounds off the foot of John Reichert. Throw in to Nick Gudenkunst. Now Ventura with it at midfield. To Borges. Borges to the right for Winiarski. Winiarski can't control it as it rolls over the end line. Goal kick for Friedman. Winiarski gets a header on it, but it directed it out of bounds. Throw in from in front of the Seahawk bench by Tenbush. Then out of bounds in front of the Wildcat bench. Last touch by Gudenkunst. Guerra back in for Ogiano. Reed rolls it to Reichert. He turns, gets some pressure from JP Rio, and now gives it up to Casey Kelly as Friedman came well outside of his box. Dives to the ground to secure the ball and hands it over to Chucky Tenbush. Tenbush passes it to Soy. Soy up ahead to Kelly. He's able to control it with the header. Africo controlled it along the sideline and then crossed it. Cosentino able to steal it away and send it up to Zeke Menendez. Menendez gets a shot off, and it'll be a goal kick. Excuse me, a corner kick for the Seahawks. Will the substitution happen before or after? I guess it will happen after. Goal kick, yes. Corner kick, yes or no? Yes, substitution first. As Quiroz comes in for Ventura, and that corner kick by Casey Kelly, taken in safely by Friedman. And another yellow card issued to a Wildcat player. This one going to Ricky Africo. The Wildcats do have a corner kick here. It goes to the far side. And a goal kick for Salve Regina, Nathan Reed. 1-1 the score here in the second half. Just under 28 minutes. Guerra to Quiroz. Quiroz chips it in, and Friedman right there, ready to get it on the short hop. Squared off nicely for that reception. Cosentino heads it well out of bounds. Salve Regina University men's ice hockey coach Zach Klon at midfield retrieving it in the out of bounds area. Klon serving as the game manager for Salve Regina men's soccer. He's got a crew of women's cross-country runners, including Bridget Esposito in the press box serving as the camera operator. Thank you, Bridget. Her other teammates are doing ball chasing duties. Sweeney into the corner. Gets knocked off of the ball by Casey Kelly. And Kelly draws the foul from Sweeney. Reichert, long kick down the right sideline. Winiarski giving chase. And it just goes out of bounds on the sideline. So Seahawks will look to trap the Wildcats in this corner. Not a goal kick, as it went out of bounds on the side. That out of bounds in front of the Seahawk bench. Last touch by Reichert. Tenbush, the throw. Past midfield. Reichert with the header. Riley right back. And now Menendez looking to turn and advance. Out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Nathan Cosentino. And a substitute as Menendez was dealing with the ball on the sideline. He gets replaced by Nick Diamond. Nick Diamond, a striker, sophomore from Oxford, Massachusetts. As I had my head down, I missed that action. Foul on Salve. Guerra stopping the Tenbush kick and then dribbling it. Quick advance. Both players go down, no whistle. Cosentino intercepts that Wildcat cross. And then knocked out of bounds by Johnson and Wales. Cosentino will have a throw close to midfield. He throws it over Diamond's head. And Cosentino able to direct that header. But the Wildcats have it. Now Davies from the midfield, center field I should say, in the back area. Now Quiroz up ahead to Guerra. He won't be able to catch up to Quiroz's pass. Casey Kelly able to slow down a Johnson and Wales advance and draws the foul, so it'll be Seahawk possession. Kelly with the free kick. He switches sides all the way over to Cosentino in front of the scorer's table. Back to Davies. He's going to angle it over to Kelly. And Kelly straight ahead to Guerra, his fellow graduate captain. Nice tackle, but out of bounds off of Johnson and Wales. We'll have another substitution. Alessandro Oggiano will come in for Jordan Borges. Seahawks just had 3 subs in the first half, first 45 minutes. They now have 4 in the second. all of Salve Regina University men's soccer home games will be right here at Topa Field and on the Salve Regina University Athletics Network. Men's soccer YouTube channel. Guerra gets it back and unlaunches a kick, but it goes wide right. Substitution for Johnson & Wales, a pair of Wildcats coming in. Number 18 and 16, and departing are 9 and 14. Friedman's goal kick passes midfield. Headed there by Gudenkunst. Reichert over to Davies. Davies switches it over to Costantino. He'll direct it to Oggiano. More substitutions for the Seahawks. Michael Manusos and Richie Ventura return to action, replacing John Reichert and Ethan David, respectively. It's a 1-1 score here in the second half. Salve Regina scoring its only goal thus far in the first 3 minutes of the contest. Jacob Guerra with his second goal of 2021. And then Kevin Riley tied the score early in the second half with a header that just eluded Nathan Reed. I'm getting confused with the Nathans and the Ethans. Guerra over to Costantino. And that'll be a throw-in for the Seahawks as it was knocked out by Gianni Lisa. Costantino with the throw-in just beyond his bench. Johnson & Wales in the blue uniforms. Richie Ventura with a long kick over the crossbar. And we'll have a substitution for Salve Regina before the kick. No, we won't. Jordan Borges waiting on the sidelines at midfield to re-enter the game. Borges, a starting midfielder from Milford, Massachusetts. Nice stop by Casey Kelly against Garrett Groling. Rolling just into the contest and then cleared by James Davies. Rolling. Gives it over to Nolan Soy. Soy's kick goes high. So the Seahawks and High shot. Replacing Nick Diamond. Diamond saw some. Foul on the Seahawks. With the free kick is Tenbush into the box. First headed by Casey Kelly. And now Guerra able to clear to Ogiano. He touches it over to Quiros. Quiros gets knocked down as he frees it up for Winiarski. Winiarski in a race, getting boxed out. And the yellow card will be issued at midfield for the collision that Quiros suffered with, I believe, Gianni Lisa. That's the third yellow card of the game for Johnson Wales. 3 different players. Loose ball, Ogiano picking it up. Dancing around a little bit. No one to get it to. Now the other way goes Johnson Wales. Osorio gets it into the box, but Reed's there. He picks it up on a roll. Cross from Osorio, and into the goal for Eric Gonsalves. Eric Gonsalves gets the cross and knocks it high into the goal.
Johnson Wales goal scored by number 16, Eric Gonsalves.
Now just under 13 minutes remaining in the second half. Johnson Wales with a 2-1 lead. Gonsalves with his first goal on the cross from Nick Gudenkunst. Manusos whistled for the foul. Nathan Reed will come up and take the free kick from just shy of midfield. He delivers it long into the box and well tracked by Jacob Friedman. Friedman, the junior keeper from Woodland Hills, California. Kelly heads it over to Manusas. Ventura and Quiros both with it. Now Manusos from Quiros over to Guerra. Back to Manusos on the end line. He stops it, climbs in. It just gets away from Guerra and cleared downfield by the Wildcats. Nathan Reed resets it for the Seahawks. Casey Kelly with Lisa on his back. Now Davies from the center over to the right for Nathan Costantino. Costantino to Ventura. Midfield for Alec Quiros. He chips it ahead, but Friedman was waiting for it. Quiros had Guerra. Got a step ahead of the Wildcat defense, but Friedman crept in as well. That goes out of bounds on the at the Wildcat bench. Johnson Wales substitution brings Ricky Africo back in. He replaces Garrett Groling. Johnson Wales with a 2-1 lead here. Under 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Both Wildcat goals coming in the second half. And Casey Kelly will be issued a yellow card. Well, can you do something over the PA and say, free kick by Number 5, James Davies.
Please report to the scorer's booth. Will Zach Klon please report to the scorer's booth? His booth.
Matt, the clock. What time, Troy? 8:35 on the clock. Thank you. There will be 8:35 remaining in the second half as the scoreboard's being adjusted. Manusos on the near sideline. Has it stolen by Soy. Both Lisa and Kelly get a header on it. Collected by Kelly. Over to Ventura. Poked away by Gonzalez. It'll be a foul on Johnson and Wales. Seven and a half minutes remaining in the second half as Quiros is taken down. Another foul. And clock stoppage. I'm seeing yellow. And it appears to be issued to Gudenkunst. So Sam Winarski will set up the kick for the Seahawks. He'll have Manusos on his left. And then a number of Seahawks on his right. This goes to the right. Headed out by Tenbush. Now Ventura picks up the errant pass. And then has it go out of bounds off his back. Cosentino able to slow it down. In the far corner is Ricky Africo. That'll be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Ethan David waiting at midfield for, he'll get that opportunity later. Now it's a throw in for Johnson and Wales. As Lisa dances with it, and it rolls out of bounds for a goal kick. David replacing Manusos. We have a player down, so we'll stop the clock on all of our devices. .5:14 remaining in the second half. Head coach for the visiting Wildcats is David Kulik, a 1988 graduate of Yale University. He's in his 10th season with the Wildcats. He's currently out in the field right now, attending to one of his injured players. That'll be Nolan Soy leaving the field, and coming on as a substitute is Connor Elliott. Borges trying to stay in control with it. That's flicked on by Ricky Africo. Nathan Reed there to pick it up. He directs James Davies to go downfield so he can give this a good kick. He does. Nice line drive into the box, and there's Friedman picking it up off to the left side of his box. He'll take a few dribbles. Then he boots this. Past midfield. Ventura with it over to Kuros. Kuros to Winiarski. Winiarski over to Ogiano, but he can't keep it inbounds. Oh, actually, it touches off a Wildcat player out of bounds. Now Winiarski will give up the throw to Costantino. Cosentino sends his throw into the box. Cleared by Gutenkunst. His numerical counterpart, Richie Ventura, sends it in to Ethan David. David to Kuros, now to Kelly. Ventura over to Cosentino. Cosentino back to James Davies. Davies creeping up through the middle. Kuros looking to attack. Goes out wide to Ethan David. Now Kevin Riley with the clear. Borges trying to apply pressure. Kelly with the and we have a clock stoppage. At 3:07, the clock has stopped. No card issued. Under 3 minutes remaining in the second half. Seahawks trailing by 1, 2-1. Kuros withstands the grab to his left shoulder. This ball going into the box. Nathan Reed comes out and heads it over to Casey Kelly. Good move by the senior keeper. Couldn't wait for it to come to him into the box. Now up on the right side, Jordan Borges. Controlling it with a dribble. That ball stays in play. Finally out of bounds. A throw in for Cosentino. Over Guerra's head to Ogiano. Ogiano has it deflected. Ventura tries to send it back in. Riley with the clear. And Elliott with the backwards kick to clear it. Now Guerra leaving it for Ethan David. Guerra collects it. Poked out by Gonzalez. Large crowd here for the Seahawks, bolstered by the arrival of the class of 2025 on hand to cheer on the Seahawks. Cosentino on the ground, and it rolls for Friedman to pick it up.
1 minute left in the half.
Davies, it gets through, but Reed there to send it the other way. Friedman at the top of his box, has it, goes down. We're under a minute remaining. And they're just going to exchange long kicks here. As that header from Gonzalez picked up by Reed. Under 30 seconds. He rolls it, kicks it deep in traffic. Loose ball and cleared to the right. It's going to be a quick throw in under 10 seconds. As Kelly with the throw over to Guerra. Guerra looking to get a kickoff and no shot attempted as Johnson and Wales holds on for the 2-1 victory here at Salve Regina University, Topa Field. Final score, Wildcats 2, Seahawks 1. A non-conference victory for the visiting Wildcats. They improved to 2-0 on the season. Salve Regina falls to 1-2-0 on the year. Their first home game My thanks to Bridget Esposito for her work on the camera and for Matthew Hurd on his work on the public address announcing.
Massachusetts at Dartmouth. Kickoff for this
Once again, final score here.
for 7 o'clock.
Johnson Wales 2 and Salve Regina 1.
Salve Regina match.
It is a final from Topa Field. The teams will exchange pleasantries.
Take care and please walk and drive safely.
I'm Craig O'Rourke, the head men's soccer coach of Salve Regina Men's Soccer. For those of you wondering, Salve Regina Men's Soccer has risen to national prominence over the last few seasons. Our combined record over the last 2 years of playing is 30 wins, 5 losses, and 7 draws. In both years, we were regionally ranked, and in 2018, we rose in the national rankings, culminating in a number 14 position in one of the national polls. During the last 3 seasons, we've had 4 players named All-American, and each year we've had multiple players being named All-Region, and in 2018 we led the entire country with 5 All-Region selections. We are back-to-back Commonwealth Coast Conference regular season champions, and in 2019 we earned the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA. We are always aggressively looking to bring in new talent, and we are looking for technically capable and tactically aware players who are capable of doing our vision across all 3/3 of the field, dependent upon time and score. Any prospective student athlete that is interested in contacting me and sending us information as well as film should email me directly at craig.o'rourke@salve.edu. If you didn't get that email address, don't worry. Just go on the Salve Athletics website and all of my contact information can be found on there, as well as a great deal about the team, including schedule, roster, and team information. Any questions, feel free to email me and get in touch with us, and we will get back to you. It's a point of pride for the entire coaching staff that we respond to every email that comes to our office. Thank you, and best of luck in soccer.